Welcome back to 10 on Lifestyles. I have a question for Wanda.
Okay, I'm ready.
So Wanda, now it's a situation. I want you to listen to this situation. Y'all listen to this situation because I want to know what you would do also. So the situation is, I don't man bash now, but I'm just saying, okay? So the situation is, this young girl, and when I say young girl, she was like in her 20s, and this older man, they were dating, okay? And when they were dating, they had been dating for a while and everything, but the family she never really brought him around the family, and he was much older than her. I'm saying he's probably like about a good 20, 22, 23 years older than the girl. So she was like 20 something, he was like in his 40s, okay? So, and she never really brought him around the family or anything like that. But they dated for years, probably like about 2 years or whatever. So, they, got engaged and everything. And when they got engaged, that's when she decided that she wants to, introduce him to her family. Okay. So her aunt was having like a barbecue. Okay. So, all the family members over there, including her mom and her sisters and cousins, and everybody was at the barbecue. And so when they was at the barbecue, she decided to bring her fiance. Okay. So her fiance came to the barbecue, and when he walked in, her mom was in the living room, and he walked in with her, and the mom said, "John?" And he looked at the mom, and he walked out.
Okay.
And
let me
what happened? Drink the tea. So what happened was, John is her dad. He went ghost after the child was born.
What?
Yes. Yes.
That's a lot of tea right there.
That is deep tea. So Wanda, and you guys, people were saying that they should not get married because it's really daughter and father. So a lot of people saying that they shouldn't get married, and some people were saying, why not? They love each other. Why won't they stay together? What do you guys think? I want you to put that in your comments for me. What would you do? Okay, if you were dating someone, you found out that was a biological father, a brother, what would you do? Wanda, what you say?
Me personally,
if you were the female now.
If I were the female and I found out that I was engaged, and first of all, I would just be sick that I slept with my dad,
It's crazy.
Then, number two, because I knew he had a relationship with my mom and I loved my mother, there's no way that I could stay with him, because then I would lose my mother. Because even though they lost touch with one another, but they have the connection with the bond, which is me. And so that would be a problem, because I knew my mom had a, a relationship with this man previously. But it would be difficult, because if you love someone enough to want to marry them, then that's a deep love. So it's a shaky situation.
She's in love, Rhonda.
Well, she's still young. She'll find
someone
else.
Because even if they did split up,
And I think it's, kind of ironic in a sense how the universe allowed them to reconnect. But when they reconnected, it was on, the opposite spectrums that it should have been. But I think it was ironic that they were able to reconnect. You know what I'm saying? Because she never knew her name. 2 years. Wow. And because of his age, that's one of the reasons he kept him from the mother. So I can see how they were able to for 2 years, but me personally,
but she didn't keep him for the mother. She just didn't introduce him to her family. He just wasn't around like that. Not that she knew something was
No,
out of
right. But I'm
place.
just saying
Yeah.
she just didn't want him around the family because of his age. Was that the?
Oh, I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
They just didn't, you know, he just wasn't around like that. And I'm pretty sure you know what I mean by, you know, some family members don't always bring their business around family.
And that goes back to why women. I know a lot of times we want to keep the men out of the children's lives, but that goes to prove that women, make sure your children know their daddy. Make sure they have.
Right now, you wrong for that. Because you can't put that on the wife now.
No,
on
but
the
I'm
woman,
saying
because
the
he was
girl
wrong for
should.
leaving.
He was wrong for leaving, but still let her know who her daddy is.
But how she gonna let him know who her daddy is when he ain't even know her around? That's his fault.
Not saying that he needs to be in her life, but at least let him
How she gonna let him know?
the name.
Okay,
at least
she know-
inform
she
the
know.
name. Because then when she started dating this guy, unless he changed his name, then she wouldn't not have known.
But that's his fault, Wanda.
Well, I'm not faulting the mother, but I'm just saying, mom, let your children know who their daddy is.
Dad, know your children.
And dads, know your children. Daddy, just walking out on these children. Know your child, and you won't be in this situation. I'm not blaming
Right.
the mother. No,
That's crazy
but I'm
situation.
just saying the
I
parents.
know, yeah.
If the parents, the child knew who the parent was, that this wouldn't even have happened.
It wouldn't happen.
It
Well,
wouldn't have
hopefully
happened.
it
So
wouldn't
now
happen.
the child is the innocent person.
But now,
Now that it's already happened,
wait a minute.
and we already here, where do we go from here?
Now, wait a minute.
Okay.
But what about the housewives of Salt Lake City? You know about that? Okay. So you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So the mother, was it mother and granddad? And yeah, it was grandmother
This
and
is real
granddad.
life.
It is real life right now.
Okay.
Grandmother and granddad. Okay, I think the grandmother passed away, and I guess she wrote in her will that she wanted her granddaughter to marry her grandfather.
Sort of like the royal families, used to do.
No, it just
The kings and queens back then. Yeah.
So
married
she wanted her
family.
granddaughter to marry her grandfather.
Mm.
So that's what happened, and they have a child together.
Like I said, that sounds like some of that
See?
King Henry VIII stuff.
This is
And,
what I'm saying. I mean, like,
And-
do you think if what we said earlier in the earlier videos, if she loved herself first, you think that she would have done that? But what do you think about that? That was the grandmother's wish.
I don't know if I could have married my granddaddy.
I would not.
Although it was a grandmother's wish, I mean, she's gone on.
I'm not doing that. Wish or not.
I just can't. I can't do that. It's something you talk about scandalous. That is scandalous.
That's just nasty.
And then you talk about having children, the DNA mixed up with that. And then you talk about, exceptional children because
Because you in love.
Right. But you can love your granddaddy,
Of
but
course.
not love him intimately.
No.
All that incest and stuff.
Yeah. Now that's true. That's true. True. And the other one was a true story as well.
So, y'all, what would you do? I know what I would do, but what would you do?
I know what I would do. Leave your comments at the bottom, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that ring button, that bell button, so you know that you get some notifications for us when we come up with our new videos. Okay. All right.
Toodles.
Bye.